at the time, I remember very fondly that Holi was a major launch for Ola Electric. We have launched a Groww scooter. Obviously, when the grand launches happen, the few mistakes, few small things also happen in scenarios like that. A similar case is where the payments we were collecting, uh, some of the other payments were like extra or maybe lesser than the required amount. The engineers immediately found that this is an issue, and the amounts are not exact match. uh, it's not a much of a challenge because it's not like extremely, like from 1.5 lakh we might have collected 1.45 lakhs. So there is a 5,000 gap because some or other payment was of a double amount. So for a very small audience, though, also. But in such scenarios, the customer is happy, right? They made the lesser payment, or in the some cases where even they made the extra payment because they are so much fond of the scooter, or the early access they have gotten, or the very different product they are getting from the market, that they're not thinking much about it. So they probably made a 1.53 also as a payment instead of 1.5, which is a calculation computation mistake, because systems can, in the finance system, uh, like systems can make computation mistakes. So to handle that, we actually have not built that, but the system were thinking, as a strategically team, we were thinking as a team to build a system so that we can refund any amount of money to the end customer on the go. So we figured that if we have received 1.53, we wanted to give 3,000 back to this customer. Now imagine making a changes to the DB, or trying to add any other transaction from external uh, ways, or making changes in the system. That would be very complicated, touching that the final production database, right? So we built a system that it will be add a new transaction. It will give enough context that why this payment is getting refunded. So, and it will get refunded to the end customer. Also keeping a transaction details in the system, that we have collected this amount, we are refunding this amount, and this was the place where this amount should get deducted from. For the so amount, a vehicle amount is one X amount, your accessory amount is Y amount. So probably you have collected Y amount extra. So you only want to deduct amount from there itself. You don't want to deduct it from X. Otherwise, later in reconciliation, it will all become a bigger problem. So the systems we were thinking about actually solving the core problem, keeping the accuracy in check, and also being very fast in solving customer issues at the same point of time. So I think that's how it solved the problem on the refund side. On the obviously collection side, we have the way we have built a payout mechanism. We have also built that this is the shorter in the overall amount, and please make a deposit to confirm your vehicle. This amount, this basically SKU or this particular element of yours is not completed as a purchase. So they make the payment. For that, obviously, we had to put some effort extra. Uh, we leveraged our customer support superstars, and we actually made these customers call, explain them the situation, and get that money as well. So, or in some cases, we passed on the benefit to the customer where we figured that it's our probably mistake. So, but overall, the way they handled, or the way they were thinking about it, being a very customer empathetic approach towards solving these issues, because every big launches have minor issues. So I think that's where Ola Electric is truly redefining another set of areas uh, in terms of making the overall customer experience far better, even if they're losing on some small minor points.